Hey guys, this is Crystal Explains It All. Welcome to a moment of motivation. So today we're going to talk about that failure may just be setting the foundation. A failure does not necessarily mean that you're failing. It may just be setting the foundation. And I know a lot of times as women, we set this invisible timeline that we have to be married at a certain time. We have to be successful in our careers. We have to have a baby at a certain time. And all of it's great to have goals, but that may not be in alignment with your purpose, and it may not necessarily be in alignment with God's timing or the universe's timing or the higher being time, whatever you want to call it. It may not be in alignment with the timing of God. And I say all of that to say, and most of you know that I'm a writer. I've been writing pretty much my whole life. I started writing when I was 7 years old. Writing has always been something that I've enjoyed doing, but I never really took seriously when I was younger. It wasn't until I was in a abusive relationship that I really just started to write. So it took a failure of a relationship to set the foundation for me to actually become a published author and to actually start my publishing company and to start writing. So I say all that to say, you may be in a place in your life where you may feel like you've hit the brick wall. You may feel like, hey, you're just in a stumbling block right now. You may feel like, hey, you just don't know where you are in life. You may feel like you're confused, like this isn't kind of what you had and what you had planned for your life. And I know, like, when you get in your 30s and you're not where you thought you would be, it's kind of like, well, what am I supposed to be doing? Like, we start to panic, especially women. I know we do, because I've been there before. I wasn't too far from being there just a year ago. I was like, well, what am I doing? Like, and maybe that's the time for you to actually just sit back and think, am I in alignment with what the Creator is calling me to do? And I say all that to say, just because you're at a certain point in your life, that doesn't necessarily mean that's where you're supposed to be in life. And just because you've had setbacks in life, that doesn't mean that you can't achieve great things. When I was in my spiritual time, and I call it like my Garden of Eden experience, because I'm in my meditation time and I'm in my prayer time, and that's my time where I act when I'm actually with God and I'm asking for clarity and I'm meditating and then I pray. So that's when He spoke to me and basically said, okay, your failures are not your foundation. Like, someone needs to hear this message, because there is someone out there that's scared to move forward because they're so stuck in fear, and they're so stuck in dwelling on thinking that they have failed, when in actuality that is the foundation for something so much bigger than you have ever imagined. Maybe you didn't get that promotion that you thought that you were going to get. Maybe you didn't get that job you thought you were going to get, but maybe God is saying, hey, this is the time for you to start your own clothing line. Start that children's clothing line that I asked you to start. This is the time for you to stop being so distracted by that job that you wanted so bad because you wanted that extra money, and put some more thought and some more time into that vision that I placed on your heart. Or maybe you may be at that point in your life where you feel like, hey, I have a criminal record. I thought that I would be doing this with my life. I thought I would have this position. But maybe God is saying, where I want you to be is help others that was in a similar situation that you were in. Maybe I'm calling you into ministry, and I'm calling you to help those that were in that situation. So your failure may just be laying the foundation. That broken relationship, that divorce that you thought was gonna make you crazy, that broke your heart. Maybe that's God's way of saying, hey, if I left you in that situation, I'm giving you the opportunity to break free and move away so I can bless you with something better, because I've got something else on this journey for you. I'm putting you in alignment and putting you in a position to where you can focus more on me and focus more on your purpose. So I say all that to say, just because you may feel like you're failing right now, you may feel like you're failing in your marriage, in your relationship, You may be feeling like you're failing professionally. Hey, you may even be feeling like you're failing as a parent. Maybe you have a child and you're just like, you don't know what to do with that child. Maybe that's God's way of saying, let go of that child. Let me take care of that child. You focus more on me and focus on more of what I called you to do in your ministry and what I called you to do as far as taking care of what you need to take care of. And let me worry about those other things. Let me worry about the created things and you worry more on the creator. Okay? So those things that you think you're failing at, those are only laying the foundation for something greater. And if you're wondering, if you're at that point in your life where you're wondering, well, I don't know where I'm supposed to be. And like I said, there are so many women out here. And like I said, we're on that invisible clock. There are so many women out here that you honestly don't know where you're supposed to be in life. What am I supposed to be doing? How am I supposed to be doing it? Maybe you're asking those questions, and if you feel like you're not at rest, you're not at peace, you just feel like there's something more, you need to pray and just ask God, higher power, whatever you call it, what am I supposed to be doing? And so I just wanted to briefly share that with you. I talk about it a little bit about it. If you have not picked up my Diva devotional, it is on sale. It is a 10-day devotional, and we talk a little bit about it in the devotional. But I wanted to share that with you. So guys, I love you. And as always, walk in love, act by faith, and express without fear. Bye.